Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, THSTI, a premier institute of DBT, is engaged in cutting-edge clinical, translational and basic science research to improve human health by translating fundamental discoveries from bench to bedside.
India has done extremely well in many areas of science and technology. For example, in space and defense, we are among the top countries in the world, and we have excellent research institutions. For example, ISRO, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Indian Institute of Science, and in the area of medical science, we have All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, or THSTI, is a relatively young autonomous institute under Department of Biotechnology. THSTI is engaged in basic science, translation science, and clinical research. Our effort is to translate the observations and findings from basic sciences and clinical research to improve human health in a cost-effective manner.
THSTI's Centers of Excellence focus on niche areas and integrate the fields of medicine, science and technology for transforming human health through biotechnological innovations and made-in-India solutions.
The major focus of our research includes clinical research in the field of mother and child health, vaccines development, diagnostics, tuberculosis, and various viral diseases.
Center for Maternal and Child Health. The Center for Maternal and Child Health has established perhaps the largest longitudinal cohort of pregnant women in the world to identify risk factors for adverse pregnancy outcomes.
Maternal and child health is the key determinant of the health of the society. Our important concern is the very high infant and neonatal mortality rates.
Various risk factors have been identified for preterm birth, such as anemia, zinc deficiency, air pollution, and extreme body weight. The center has developed gestational weight gain and fetal growth charts tailored specifically for the Indian population. Artificial intelligence-based ultrasonography is being developed that will help evaluation of pregnancy in remote areas. The findings of multiple studies through the Garbhini platform are likely to inform policy and intervention at the population level to improve birth outcomes. As a part of global team, the center contributed to the Immediate and Continuous Kangaroo Mother Care or IKMC intervention studies led by WHO. This has now led to change in WHO recommendations for IKMC as treatment for very low birth weight infants. Center for Virus Biology, Therapeutics and Vaccines. The center is dedicated to understanding biology and pathophysiology of virus infections such as SARS-CoV-2, influenza, dengue, hepatitis E, and HIV. The effort is to develop therapeutics and vaccines against viral infections. THSTI has developed a novel vaccine against SARS-CoV-2, which is now being transferred to industry for further development.
THSTI has received a $12 million grant from the international organization CEPI in partnership with industry to develop a pan-beta coronavirus vaccine, which is likely to be effective against SARS-CoV-1, SARS-CoV-2 and MERS viruses.
THSTI, in collaboration with European Union, is working to develop next-gen influenza vaccines. Our scientists have discovered 3 repurposed drugs for dengue that are likely to enter into phase 2 and phase 3 clinical trials in the near future. THSTI, in collaboration with IAVI, is working towards designing efficacious antibody interventions.
In collaborations with IAVI, he is working towards effective antibody-mediated interventions against HIV and other viral diseases.
With the mission of TB Mukt Bharat, Thsti's consistent efforts over the past several years have led to the generation of molecular tools based on CRISPR technology to study essential genes of mycobacteria. The center has created the largest repository of CRISPR interference mutant strains of Mycobacterium tuberculosis in the country, which have been shared with more than 50 principal investigators all over the world.
The Tuberculosis Research Center is working on new ways to speed up the process of diagnostics and treatment of tuberculosis. We have created the largest repository of CRISPR interference mutant strains of tuberculosis in the country.
Our scientists have developed phenotypic, host-based and target-based therapeutic molecules.
We have standardized high-throughput screening assays to perform either phenotypic-based, target-based or macrophage-based screens.
A novel anti-TB molecule, SPR113, has been granted patent rights in many countries, including USA. The researchers have also identified 4 potent small molecules that possess anti-tubercular activity. Center for Immunobiology and Immunotherapy. The center works towards understanding the interplay between effector and regulatory T cells in inflammatory and autoimmune diseases. Their original discovery of Th9 cells has contributed significantly to the field of immunology. The center contributed to the vaccine development against SARS-CoV-2.
The center has contributed significantly for the development of COVID-19 vaccine by establishing 2 critical platforms, one preclinical models and the second one is the cellular assay platform for human vaccine testing.
The researchers also evaluated Ayush herbal extracts for immunomodulatory properties and report that glycyrrhiza has the potential to boost immune system against COVID-19. Cancer immunology and cancer therapeutics are potential areas of future research focus. Center for Human Microbiome Research and Antimicrobial Resistance. Human microbiome is becoming a major therapeutic area for human health.
The Center for Human Microbiome Research has given new insight into geospecific microbiome signatures. We identified gut microbiota that specific to the Indian populations. In addition, we also identified gut microbiota signature for type 2 diabetes, inflammatory bowel disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and Pittsburgh.
In addition, it is studying one of the major global health problems, that is antimicrobial resistance or AMR at the molecular level to help develop newer antimicrobials. Center of Drug Design and Discovery. The major focus of this center is to translate findings of disease biology research groups to development of new drug leads for therapeutic development for clinical evaluation. In silico drug designing is a key strategy for preclinical discovery research. The center has state-of-the-art computational tools such as Schrödinger along with advanced CAD support for new drug design. Medicinal chemistry strength is key to drug development with high-end bioanalytical instrument. The center has identified a drug lead DR62 with established proof of concept study in an animal model of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Center for Biodesign. The Center for Biodesign and Diagnostics or CBD is engaged in developing cost-effective, innovative in vitro diagnostics assays with a focus on point-of-care testing. In the last 5 years, the center has generated 7 product leads and successful commercialization of some. The cutting-edge research has led to the establishment of 3 startups by CBD faculty. Computational and Mathematical Biology Center. The Computational and Mathematical Biology Center works on big data analysis, omics research, structural bioinformatics, and mathematical modeling towards systems biology. The center has developed novel in-house software tools such as Connect Pro. Clinical Development Services Agency. Clinical Development Services Agency (CDSA) is an academic clinical research organization for building capacity for clinical research in the country.
Clinical Development Services Agency, a unique center within THSTI, has a mandate to support and nurture clinical product development and clinical research capacity in the country.
It has completed 25 clinical studies involving large, multi-center studies and sites across India. Currently, it is supervising and monitoring 10 multi-center studies, including a large multi-center TB vaccine trial by ICMR. CDSA has supported National Biopharma Mission in establishing 11 demographic health surveillance sites, 5 clinical trial networks, and 36 organizations for capacity building. It is a national monitoring agency for India's first comprehensive national nutrition survey across 28 states. It has started a master's program in MSc in clinical research to build capacity in clinical research in the country. The various centers of THSTI are supported by research resource platforms.
All the basic and clinical research at THSTI is very ably supported by excellent research facilities that we have developed.
Bioassay Laboratory.
THSTI Bioassay Laboratory is a NABL accredited lab. It is globally recognized by Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation in COVID-19 vaccine development.
It collaborates with many national and international vaccine developers for complex, high-end standardized assays. It was the first lab in India to culture Omicron virus. It has contributed significantly to the licensure of India's first subunit COVID-19 vaccine, Corbevax. Biorepository Facility.
Biorepository at THSTI is a national facility that hosts 1.3 million well-annotated, well-archived biospecimens from patients of different disease states, pregnant women and neonates.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, the facility supported 18 industries and 49 academia for development of diagnostic assays and COVID-19 related research questions. Biosafety Level 3. THSTI has perhaps the largest modular BSL-3 facility for virus and bacteria research. During COVID-19 pandemic, THSTI collaborated with various academic and industry partners to evaluate vaccines such as Sputnik V, Corbevax, and Zycov-D. Data Management Center. The Data Management Center, an Aryabhatt Data Science and Artificial Intelligence program at THSTI, provides efficient data capture and analysis-ready data to researchers. Electronic data capture and archiving and data analysis support efficient conduct and quality management of clinical studies and trials. Genome Sequencing Facility. THSTI has a complete sequencing facility with first-generation and next-generation nucleic acids, DNA and RNA sequencing for human and microbial samples. The sequencing facility significantly contributed in SARS-CoV-2 genome sequencing in the ongoing pandemic. The NGS facility has completed metagenomic sequencing of approximately 3,000 biological samples. Multi-omics facility. THSTI offers a complete omic-based solution with high-end instruments such as Orbitrap, Triple Quad, Triple TOF, and GCMS for identification and quantification of protein, metabolites, and lipids to decipher disease pathophysiology and identify the novel drug targets. Experimental Animal Facility. The Experimental Animal Facility has established novel animal models, including transgenic mice and hamsters, to support basic and cutting-edge research in many diseases. The facility houses 42 different mouse strains. Thsti has developed the first ferret facility in India. Vaccine Design and Development Center. The Vaccine Design and Development Center is a unique facility to accelerate vaccine product development and bridge the gap between academia and industry. The process development unit consists of a 4,500 square feet GMP-like facility with ISO 007 grade clean units with regulatory compliances and quality control processes for the development of new vaccines.
We are currently establishing more translation laboratories for enhanced vaccine discovery and development, and also very importantly, we are establishing a medical research center which will be a 50-bedded hospital where we are going to conduct observational studies, cohort studies, and at some time phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials.
I congratulate THSTI fraternity on this occasion of wonderful occasion where all people, we are celebrating the day for which THSTI has contributed over the years now of its inception. I think THSTI has been one of our younger institute, but has rapidly made tremendous amount of impact in the area of medical biotechnology actually in recent times. The resource, people and ethos, what makes this institution apart from several places. There are very important programs and activities that were carried out during the time of COVID, which actually was really gratifying for this country's progress, identifying immune responses, understanding animal challenge models, developing various activities to look at. Other programs like preterm birth and the programs that are involved in tuberculosis and other activities are also substantially gearing up to make important contributions in the area of medical health.
I sincerely believe that with the collective efforts of all our faculty and scientists, we should be able to contribute to improving India's health, Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India initiative.